everyone. The topic for today's class is to understand mountain forest. We will learn about the climatic conditions, characteristics, important species and the distribution of mountain forest. So let us begin. The first is your climatic conditions. We will look into the rainfall. Rainfall must be between 100 to 300 centimeter in the mountain forest. The temperature, the annual temperature has to be less than 13 degrees Celsius. Sometimes even there is snowfall taking place in the mountain vegetation. Humidity, relative humidity is between 55 to 65%. So these are the three climatic conditions which are essential for the growth and survival of mountain vegetation. Moving to the next, the important characteristics. The first important characteristics of mountain vegetation is that it consists of mixed to deciduous and coniferous type of vegetation depending on altitude. So as you climb higher up, you see changes in the type of vegetation. In some places you will see mixed type of vegetation. Some areas will have deciduous, whereas some will have coniferous type of forest, all right, depending on the altitude. The second characteristic is that trees are softwood with needle-like leaves to limit transpiration. If you look into the picture, this is what is known as needle-like. Alright, so these are the common type of trees that you find in the mountain vegetation. Needle-like leaves. Why do they have needle-like leaves? To limit transpiration, to reduce transpiration. As we all know, transpiration means evaporation of water from plants. So in order to limit evaporation of water from plants, they have needle shaped leaves. Okay, so that is the main reason why mountain vegetation trees are softwood with needle like leaves, is because to limit, meaning to reduce the amount of water evaporating out from their leaves. Next, the branches hang. Most of the time you see that the branches hang, thereby giving tree a conical shape. In mountain you see a very famous shaped tree that is a conical. If you look into this, are all conical shaped trees. That is the type of trees that you see in mountain. And why do they have conical shape? Is to because to combat snowfall, to fight snowfall, because now when it snows, the snow can just drop from the side of the leaves, side of the trees. So that is the reason why they have conical shape, is because that helps them to fight snowfall. If they do not have conical, what would happen? There are higher chances of branches or twigs of the trees to be to fall off or to break. All right, so that is the reason why the trees are mostly conical in shape in the mountain vegetation. So these are some of the important characteristics of the mountain vegetation, which is not given in your textbook, but please refer to this because these are important. All right, moving to the next, important species. So we'll just try to look into few species that are important. First is your pine, which is also known as blue pine and is used for the extraction of resin. Resin is basically a glue, a transparent glue or a flammable organic substance. Okay, and the second is turpentine, which is again used in thinning of oil paints. So that is the use of this tree. Second is the silver fir, which is soft, again softwood, not durable, and is used for making matchsticks. Deodar is very famous for making railway sleepers. In railway sleepers, which we already know what railway sleepers, deodar is also used. And bamboo is a very common and a very famous and important species in the mountain, and most of the time you see it in making roofs, even bridge. Okay, and most of the resorts these days are made of bamboo. So bamboos are mostly used in the construction purpose as well. Even in handicrafts it is used. So these are some of the important species of the mountain vegetation. Now distribution, where would you find mountain vegetation? I have just taken a picture from your textbook. If you have to learn the areas, most of the areas are in Nilgiri Hills, Tamil Nadu, Vindhyas, Madhya Pradesh, Annamalai, Tamil Nadu. Alright, so these are some of the areas where you would find mountain vegetation. And if you have to talk about states, Jammu and Kashmir, if you look into the picture here, Himachal, alright, Arunachal Pradesh, even Sikkim is part of the mountain vegetation. You can also write Sikkim as an example. So these are some of the areas and states where you would find the mountain vegetation. All right, so that is the end of the class. If you have any questions, concerns, please feel free to get back. So that's a short clip on mountain vegetation, conditions, characteristics, and important trees. Thank you.